correspondent for BBC News, Katty Kay, the president of the National Action Network and host of MSNBC's Politics Nation, Reverend Al Sharpton, and opinion editor at the Washington Post, Alexi McCammon. Jonathan Lemire back with us as well. So, Rev, I'll start with you here. What did you see last night in New Hampshire? What does it tell you about this race, but also looking ahead to the general election? What should Joe Biden be thinking today?
Well, obviously, Trump winning by double digits was not something unexpected. I think Haley did a little better than some of the polls had, but she didn't make it. I think that the fact that she's pledged to keep running is in many ways the ultimate insult to Donald Trump, because he wants everyone to just prostrate and bow to him and say now it's over, because what he's really concerned about is his 4 cases. And I think that when you watched his speech and how he tends to now ramble and go off the rails, you really are beginning to wonder if this is more than just some of us that politically oppose him, whether there's really something that has gotten to him, because he doesn't seem to be able to be coherent for a long amount of time. But I think that he will be the nominee.
We'll teach Donald Trump a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the women in America unless you want to get the benefit.
And I think that he's demanding people bow to him. There are few moments in my life I've been more embarrassed than to watch Tim Scott, who, I know Tim and I are both practicing Christians, but I don't know if he could pray like that to the other side. I mean, it was humiliating to watch what Tim Scott did as a sitting senator. And one time it wasn't even, he wasn't even on the script. He interrupted Trump to pay homage. So I had to say that because it's bothered me all night.
He's doing it right here. It says, it's just that I love you, Mr. Trump. It's not that I hate Nikki Haley. It's just that I love you, from Senator Scott.
It's not a good day in my life to watch Tim do that. I mean, to think that we fought to see people like him, black, become high elected in the South, and to do that. He has a right to be a Republican. He has a right to do Donald Trump. But to do it in such a way that is so humiliating was troubling. Let's put it that way. I'm trying to be as nice as I can.
Guys, man, do you understand what Al Sharpton is saying? He's telling, Tim Scott, that you can't admire a white man. You can't admire him. You can't say, I love you. Man, you're doing a great job. Thank you. I love you. You can't say that because, again, a black man can't admire a white man. It can't happen. Not in today's age. Again, that's going backwards. They fought too long, too hard. Again, according to Al. It's like, are you this stupid? I mean, really, Al? Are you this dumb? To where you believe that if you're black, you can't admire a white man. Ooh, especially if he's a white Republican. Ooh, and especially if he's Donald Trump. Ooh. You're black. You're a black. Again, you have to bow down to us, not to Trump. And again, he wasn't bowing down to Trump. He was admiring Trump. But again, man, that's how the black Democrats, that's how they are. And again, man, they're going to vote for people like Joe Biden. But Joe Biden said, a few years ago, he said, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. You ain't black if you don't vote for me. And of course, he said that, Charlamagne the God,
Say to them is that I'm not acknowledging anybody who is being considered, but I guarantee you there are multiple black women being considered. Multiple. You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. See that?
Tim Scott is told by Al Sharpton that guess what? You can't say that. That's embarrassing, man. That's embarrassing for you to say that Donald Trump is great and you love him and everything else. Man, black people have fought a long time, so we don't have to pander to white folks. But again, they say that on one side of their mouth. Then the other side, they tell people like Charlamagne, if you don't vote for me, if you don't vote for an old white man, then guess what? You ain't black. If you don't vote for the old white honky, then you ain't black. If you don't vote for the Democratic plantation, you ain't black. Let's do it in pure, old plantation style. That's what they're doing. They're whipping you into shape. You better jump through hoops. That's what they're saying. You better jump through those hoops for us. Again, if you don't, then you ain't black. And again, they tell you things like the biggest threat to this country is white supremacy. Ooh, no, it's not. Not even close, man. Not even close. I mean, we truly have to be honest about that. Again, man, I grew up in the South, and I've been here pretty much my entire life, and I'm pushing the 50-year mark. Getting close. Got a few more years, but getting close to it. And again, man, there's no white supremacy. I mean, there's no people riding up and down the road on horseback with white sheets on. It's not happening. It truly is not happening. But again, they want you to believe that it is. That is what's happening. No, it's not. No, it's not. As a matter of fact, man, people here in the South, they'll bend over backwards. White folks, they bend over backwards. Oh, we're not racist. We're the good people. We're good. We're not racist. They do a little dance and everything else. Because, again, they don't want to be called racist. That's what's happening. They will do whatever they have to do not to be called racist. And again, man, that's what the problem is. That's what the issue is. We truly get to understand that. I mean, maybe, just maybe, a big threat to this country is the fact that black people, 77% of black people, according to a Pew Research poll back from a year and a half ago, that almost 80% of black people, they feel they're owed money. They feel they're owed something. And black people, less than 13% of the population, commits over 50% of all violent crime in this country. Again, why can't we say, hey, look, man, that seems to be a pretty big threat to me. Again, these people also feel they're entitled. They're entitled. They're being told that anger is good. Be mad. Be mad. Be angry. Be pissed off. And again, you're owed money. You're owed stuff. And again, these are people that are already committing the majority of violent crime in the country. But yet, that's not a big threat. What are you talking about, man? Well, white supremacy is. A bunch of white people, probably in the South, man, they're threats. They are threats to this country. Where? What guys, man? What guys? Who are you talking about? The ones that, work at the plant, come home, go to the store, pick up food, come home, cut the grass, do whatever, go to bed at 9, 10 o'clock. Those guys? Again, we truly get to be honest about what's happening here. They are brainwashing people. But guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks. You son of a